Supervisor Feiner, members of the board, good evening. Formation Shelbourne Partners has developed many assisted living communities throughout the U.S., and while we have dealt with many municipalities, we have never experienced anything quite like Greenburgh. To put it mildly, we believe we have been misled and treated very unfairly. This project has taken much longer than projected, and this is after doing everything the town has asked us to do. At the town's suggestion, we've met with members of the school board, the fire department, the police department, the building inspector, neighbors, neighborhood groups, and many others. We've also received the unanimous support of the Planning Board and the Conservation Advisory Council. This is a good project for Greenburgh and the surrounding area. When completed, our facility will be beautiful, new, fully rateable community that will be an asset for Greenburgh and a valuable resource for the seniors and for those living nearby. Over a year ago, we submitted an application with the ZBA for 2 variances for the Crowder property. Shortly thereafter, quite surprisingly, we were told that we did not need a variance due to the fact that an adjoining parcel of land qualified as a state right-of-way. This was determined by the New York State Department of Transportation and backed up by the town of Greenburgh. What appeared to be good fortune for us, in that it would shorten the amount of time we would have to go through the approvals, was anything but. Effectively, as Mr. Shredder just said, as a result of this finding and the subsequent appeal that overturned the building inspector's decision, our project has been delayed for over a year. We now find ourselves back before the ZBA seeking approval for the same variances that we applied for over a year ago. Something like this has never happened to us. The next event that we found so surprising was how the town reacted to our filing of an Article 78 as a result of the ZBA upholding the appeal of the building inspector's decision. This was done solely to protect our rights. We specifically asked our attorney to contact the town and discuss whether this would be in any way have an impact on our ongoing efforts to get approval for our project. We were told the town understood and that it was necessary. They understood that it was a necessary step to protect our legal rights and that it would not be a problem. Once again in Greenburgh, what we were told and what occurred was very different. Now I don't have to go into what happened, as you all know. All holy hell broke loose. However, after a conversation with the supervisor where it was requested that we withdraw the Article 78 and where it was promised that the town board would continue to support the project, we decided to do so. In light of the supervisor's promises, we withdrew the Article 78 and thereby relinquished certain legal rights. We did this in the spirit of cooperation with the town as requested. However, shockingly, within 72 hours of our withdrawal of this filing, the supervisor notified me that the town board would no longer be supporting the project and our efforts to acquire Al and Heidi Crowder's property.
You're going to wrap up soon, Mr. Kane?
Yeah, there's just a few more. This spring, as we began our application before the ZBA for the 2 variances for a second time, we were told by the town that it was time to pursue the SECRA review. And it was hoped it was hoped that this would result in a negative declaration. That is exactly what happened. In early June, you, the town board, voted unanimously to approve the neg deck as a result of the SECRA review. This appeared to be a good thing for our project, but once again, it proved to be anything but. Despite having approved the neg deck with a unanimous vote, not more than 1 month later, you, the town board, reversed course and voted to rescind the approval of the neg deck and change the SECRA process from a coordinated review to an uncoordinated review. Apparently, this is unprecedented. There are standards and protocols for a municipality to take such an action, and Greenburgh has followed none of these. This rescission, we believe, also signals to everyone involved that the town board no longer supports this project. This is after 3 years of telling us what a great idea this is, and also after telling the Crowders expressly and specifically that the best use for their property is a senior housing community. While the first 2 events that I mentioned were quite surprising, I consider them part of the process and something that we can deal with. The third event, however, is something else. This has us concerned that the deck is now stacked against the Crowders and us at Formation Shelbourne. We believe our word is our bond, and when we give it to someone, we honor it. We do not believe that some of the people we have been dealing with in Greenburgh operate in the same fashion. And while we intend to continue to pursue our case before the ZBA, we are also considering all of our options. There's an old saying that we are all familiar with. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. We do not intend to be fooled for a second time. Thank you.